chasing flies, one of his favorite pastimes. Internet's better now. They've done some work on it. I hope that it should be fairly fair. Let me know if it's not. But you guys know I always struggle with my internet here at the homestead. No sound at all, huh? Can anybody else hear me? I've got. Might have had the microphone covered up. Is that better? Can you guys hear me better now? I'm doing good. Hey guys, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I think my little mount I was pressing on the speaker there. Yeah, I had my mount had the speaker closed. So, well, it is good to be home, and with this thing, I'm gonna try and be real still so that camera mount doesn't shake too much. If it does, let me know. Copper's laying here with me. He's having a good time being back home, and he's tired. He's been playing hard with his brothers and sisters. He missed them a lot. Plus, I found that he is a champ when it comes to playing fetch. He absolutely loves it. He's one of the first dogs I've had in a long time that actually enjoys playing fetch, and he'll bring it back to you. Come on, Carpot. He's a goober. Not sure how much fetch he's going to want to play tonight, though. He's kind of tired. I've always looked young with the beard off. Always have. Nice to see everybody tonight. Hey, Copper, stop messing with the mount. He always likes to get wound up when I'm recording. You guys have seen on some of the videos. He gets to be a goober, either knocking the GoPro off or just being a nuthead. So it is what it is. Well, we're back here, and we've been busy since we got home. I've actually been home for about 5 or 6 days now, and busy. Didn't get as much done today. My ankle was bothering me a little bit. I took some ibuprofen and sat down on the couch to watch a movie and fell asleep. So I did not get as much done as I wanted to today. But we've been working on our raised beds. Those are coming along. You can see right there, right next to the tractor, where I put those. Should have those finished up tomorrow. I really need to get those finished up tomorrow because my peppers are starting to, I've got to get my peppers and tomatoes that Mom started for me in the ground. Mom Copper did decide to play with a couple of them, but I put them in a pot, so I think they perked back up. But Copper and his tall grass, and apparently he thought they looked fun. Actually, I think he grabbed the little plastic planters and pulled them out, because when I was working on the bed, I walked over and there was one of the trays of peppers on the ground. So he is a little turd monkey. And I'll tell you what, he might not be a huge dog. He might not be a huge dog size. Thank you. He might not be a huge dog size-wise, but he is heavy. Goodness gracious. He must, at this point, I think he must weigh 60 pounds at least. He is just a solid little goober. So, but he's generally a good boy. Now, we've been working a lot of training. He's doing a lot better, but he is reverse house trained. I guess from being out on the trail so much, I can take him outside. Sometimes he'll pee, but he'll run to the door and want to go in, and he'll come in and go straight and go pee. And he's doing better pooping outside, but somehow he has gotten his wires crossed, and he thinks that the right place to pee is in the house, not outside. Copper is a Basset Hound Pit Bull mix from the animal shelter. So if he's any kind of hound, it's a Basset Hound. We had somebody dub him a Bullhound, so I guess that's kind of what I stick with. He's a Bullhound, but he's a nut bucket. He's laying there chewing on his ball now. He's done with playing fetch. I think he's tired. But I think we've only been home for a little while, and in typical fashion, you know, I'm outside all the time. So I'm going to have to just spend a day watching TV or something in the house, in his crate train him. And my wife is, you know, she's a swim coach, and there's state championships for age groups in Georgia this weekend. So she's been gone since Thursday. When she gets home, I won't have to stay in the house the whole time, but I'll have to put Copper in his little crate. He'll not enjoy it, but, you know, crate, outside, go potty, then back in, and if he goes potty outside, he doesn't have to go to his crate. If he doesn't go potty, he goes in his crate. Typical puppy training. So I love training dogs, but housebreaking is the one thing that I despise. And so I'm always a little bit more lax on it than I should be. But he's pretty smart. Today, and we found this out at my mom's house, the dog has a memory like no one's business. At my mom's house, he had a ball, or I took a ball away from him. We put him up where he couldn't get it because he was being ornery with the other dogs. For like 2 or 3 days, he stood and barked up on this jelly hutch at the ball. He remembered it was there. When my foot was hurt, we left and we came down to Georgia for about 5 days, went back to North Carolina, and as soon as he went in the house after that long, he ran to that jelly hutch, looked up, and started barking because he wanted the ball, and he remembered that it was there. Michaela, my daughter, we were watching a movie today, and he had a squeaky ball, so we couldn't hear the movie, and she got it from him and went to put it on the mantle, and I yelled at her. I said, "Do not put it up there. Do not put that ball on the mantle." She goes, "No, it'll be fine," and she put it on a mantle, and he saw that. Needless to say, the whole movie, it was either squeaky ball or Copper barking. And even when she put a red ball on the mantle, well, he chewed the red ball up, it disappeared. And so we gave him like a real green ball, a green colored ball. That wasn't good enough. And we even put the green ball up on the mantle, took it down, and he still would bark because he wanted the red ball that he thought was on the mantle. So he is something else, and he remembers. Now, if I could just get that memory translated into all the training we have to do. But he's still not 6 months old yet. So we're right now in the window of about 6 months is when we'll start hitting the obedience training real hard. What are you barking at? Copper. Oh, there's a kitty cat on the back of the truck, and the kitty cats don't like him, but that doesn't stop him from wanting to be friends. He's not mean to them, he just wants to play. But it doesn't really work out well for him. He got smacked out of him today. Copper, it's just a kitty cat on the truck. Copper pot. Oh well. But anyway, sorry, I was talking there. Well, we've been Donna, we've been working on our raised beds. I've got a couch that I got for free that I'm going to be steam cleaning. Probably doing that tonight because I haven't told my wife about it yet. One of the things having rescue dogs, and we bought an expensive new couch about 13, 14 years ago. Like 2 years later, it was chewed up. So most of what we do is find them at yard sales or hand-me-downs. I found this one on Facebook. But when you work with rescues, there's no point in buying good furniture. This one's kind of dirty. It's in good shape, but it's kind of dirty. So I'll do a video on that. I think it'll be a pretty cool video because it's where I've got all the stuff for it. We'll get the steam cleaner and clean it up and have a not chewed up little sectional for, I don't know, a month or two, maybe. I don't know. They're the ones that normally chew real bad. Panda Bear is the one that chewed it up, and I'll let you guys meet Panda Bear. That's one of Mimi's siblings. They're older now. They're about 2, so they don't chew. And Copper doesn't chew on the furniture unless his ball goes under the couch. Again, with another Copper story, he is such a turd. He barks at the ball when it goes under the couch, and it's a game. He gets upset and he tries to get the ball from under the couch. You'll get the ball out from under the couch for him and give it to him. He'll play with it for a minute, then he'll go set it down next to the couch, take his paw and hit it and push it under the couch, and then start barking and trying to get to it until you get it out for him. So instead of fetch, it's like dummy pickup, like, hey, get my ball out from under the couch. He's such a turd. He really is. Yeah, we'll probably, it's light color, so we'll do something with it. Mom will spray it down or Scotch guard it or something like that. But the price was right, so they had it on Marketplace, wanted $50 for it, and I said, okay, well, I'll be busy for a day or two. And then I got a hold of them to ask if it was there, and they said, hey, just come get it, and you can have it. We just want it out of the house. So we hooked up the trailer and went down and picked it up and came back. Yeah, Copper he's smart as a whip. Yeah, so this week's going to be busy. We need to, the next projects, we're going to be finishing our raised bed, building it, and then doing the hygge culture, show you guys what all that is, and planting our plants my mom started before they go bad. And Robert's we're going to be working here for the next couple of days, 2 or 3 days. We're going to get Aiden's Jeep. Aiden comes home August 3rd, and then he goes to college on the 12th. And so he thinks he's got to put his car all back together when he gets home, but we're going to go ahead and get it running and everything so that he can just visit and spend some time relaxing, getting ready for school. And what else? At Robert's, we're going to be doing more of the porch, getting where he tore down those rooms. We're going to be, he's getting a dumpster back. We're going to be loading a bunch more of that up. We're going to be doing that at the end of the week and over the weekend. So, and there's about 8 or 9 more things that I need to get done. So, a lot more projects. We've been going balls to the wall. I have getting everything. He has too at the farm. Getting everything cleaned up over here. So, oh yeah, we'll get it running for him. It's not really that difficult. It'll take us with 2 of us working. It should be a half a day, maybe 5 or 6 hours. Get started in the morning before it gets hot. Oh, my tent that came down into storm damage, my little covered awning. I got a new one of those because it was under warranty. The metal signs I don't sell, Tammy, because all that equipment isn't mine. It's a friend of mine's. I help him set up his shop and work there for a while, so I'm still able to go use it at night. But I don't have enough time. I rent the shop from him. I don't have enough time, especially with all the other stuff I've got going on, to make and sell them. One day, if I ever do start my own business, it'll be a metalworking and powder coating and woodworking business, more art oriented. He does a lot of gates and industrial stuff, but I will, that's a lot of money to get that started, with all the equipment, the plasma cutter and all the powder coating stuff. So one day I might get that going, but for now, with the signs, I just kind of use it for personal stuff and Christmas presents and gifts. Uh, I do love it, and I'd like to be able to do it as a business because I really enjoy it. But we are going to be doing some woodworking, and we're going to be making to help fund some of the projects, the expensive projects on the house, like air conditioners, you know, underneath the underpinning, underneath that stuff. I am going to be making some furniture, some tables and whatnot in the upcoming months that I will be offering probably in like a silent auction type format, and use that money to help fund some of the more expensive stuff, because I know ACs are something I'd really like to try and get done before next summer, but that stuff's expensive. Plus I've got to get the big planer down here, get that fired up. Oh, Caroline's good. She likes it. She's been so busy in the summer. She's so busy coaching that I really don't see her a lot anyway, because she runs morning practice and evening practice, and the swim meets are condensed a little bit more. Like this weekend, she has age group state championships. Next week, at senior state championships. And with gas prices being so expensive, she coaches from about, I think, 6 to 10, and then coaches from 2 to 7. So she just stays down in Columbus because the pool's about 30 miles away, and just does workouts and or writes workouts and does meet entries, and then comes home. So the summertime is always busy, and I don't see her a whole lot, and then I'm always outside from daylight to dark, so we make up for that in the winter. We've got long term, we got some other projects besides just the homestead. We're looking, we're getting some stuff rounded up. We're going to start a new channel, and it's going to be a car channel, where obviously you guys have seen we have a lot of vehicle projects, and so we're going to do a channel just dedicated to working on our vehicles, restoring them, buying some, selling them. You know, I think it'll be fun, and that's something that, especially me, I'll do a lot on the weekends. You know, that'll be my job away from the job. That'll be my fun time, because that's what I really enjoy. So that'll give me something to do in my spare time. But not like I have much spare time now, but with Aiden going to college and next year Michaela going to college, I want to need something to keep myself busier, I guess. It's going to be interesting. And already with Michaela being in high school and having her driver's license now, like this weekend, she was with friends, and I really didn't even see her much. She was gone all weekend. She's dog sitting right now. She's down taking care of dogs. Just got back from youth group and then going to do that. And also, Mom was talking to me. It's nothing set in stone yet, but I know a lot of you guys have been interested in my mom's paintings, and she is considering doing a YouTube channel with her artwork. A little bit of how-to, kind of like I do. Well, more how-to than I do, but you know, with her painting, showing people how she does that, and then, you know, having a little Etsy store to sell the prints and the finished paintings. She had taken a little break from painting for several years, and I think she's ready to get back into it. I'm putting words in her mouth a little bit, but she was talking to me about it today, so I think that'll be really good. Yeah, the fence is another project that I'm going to be working on here shortly, because I'm trying to get everything moved out of the front yard, so I need to get that wood used, because I don't really feel like moving it, just have to move it back, and that's not going to be a really bad project. So lots of stuff in the works, and a list. You guys don't have to worry about this channel going anywhere anytime soon, me or Robert, because we have a list of projects to where we can do a video a day for probably the next 5 years and still have a list of videos 10 years long. Like every single day. We got a lot. Yes, we did. And I was looking through the footage. I've got most stuff to do that video, and the truck fixed. Actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. A little bit of me and Dad bickering a little bit about how to do it, and not too much, but it was interesting, but it went together pretty easy. We got it all bolted down, and so actually it didn't really break it that bad. All it did was broke 2 bolts, and so once we got the bed set back down, put the 2 new bolts in, the only hard thing was getting it lined up. Once we got it lined up, and the bolts in, no issues. Yeah, fix until the next time. Well, obviously, Mom, that's how it goes. Yeah, definitely not going anywhere anytime soon. So, Copper found him a stick he's chewing on. But yeah, I just thought, I know that most people knew I was back home because I made a cameo on Robert's channel the other day, and you've seen a couple of videos I've put out here back at the homestead. I hadn't been here that long, but thought I'd just pop in and do a live update, since I hadn't done one since I was on the trail. Oh, that is something else. The big video, I'm doing one more video from the trail, and it's going to be an overview. It's the entire time I was on the trail. A lot of times the camera, or when I was in front of the camera walking, I put on a good face, and it was more about the scenery and where I was and stuff like that. This video, busting down the clips, and I'm going to be narrating it and have words telling, and more going through how I was feeling, what I was going through in my head, the struggles and the difficulties that I had. And it's really the whole purpose for this upcoming video is as much to help people that might be in the same situation, so that if they decide to do something similar, they'll kind of have an idea of what to expect going into it. And even if they don't do what I did, if they try and work through PTSD issues or substance abuse issues, that they can know that some other normal person did it, and let people know it's not easy. It's probably one of the hardest things I've ever done, but it can be done. So that video has taken me a while. I've got hours and hours and hours and hours in editing on that video, and I still have hours left. And it's not even so much the actual editing, it's trying to find the words to match the emotions, because it brings a lot of emotions back, going through an editing and going back to the beginning and starting, trying to think about what's going on in my head, what was going on, and how to put that into words. So that will be coming out. I'll probably be doing that sometime this week or this weekend. Is this thing still... Oh, there we go. All right, I'm sorry. No sound now. Is the sound bad again? I think it looks like the sound might be back. But we're going to... Okay, good. I'm probably going to be doing that. I've never done this, and I don't think Robert has either, but I'm going to be setting that video as a premiere, which means that when the video comes on, you won't be able to see me, but I'll be able to comment, like watch the video, and reply to comments and all that stuff. So kind of an interactive video for that one, and it's going to be really long. Right now I'm up to about an hour, so it's not really just like a YouTube video, it's almost like a movie. It's just the editing part has kicked my rear end, because it's been a lot. It's the last time I checked, I think that I was up to like 800 files in the one video. I have, from the walk alone, I have like 600 gigabyte, like over half a terabyte of data. Um, that's just videos from the walk. So massive, massive, massive amounts of raw data to go through to make the video. And just taking, it wasn't just the 7 weeks I was gone. We started a long time ago. So, condensing 4 or 5 months into an hour, that's been a learning experience for me, I'm telling you. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas for the name of Mom's channel, make sure and hit me up or hit her up so she can come up with the best one. And I'm going to be, I'm thinking about, I know you guys are like, oh, another channel, but I plan on, I'm toying with the idea of starting a health channel. And as much as anything, it's going to be because I've lost all the weight, I'm in better shape. My goal is to get in even better shape, but not just, it's not going to be fitness. There will be a little bit of that, but also the mental health aspect, because I want to help other people, maybe go on some more walks with people, but kind of document my health experience and the mental health part. I think it'll be a good venue for the healing walk stuff, to incorporate that with a fitness channel. Plus, like I put out some cooking stuff, and that'll be a good place to put my healthier recipes and stuff, how to make good stuff. So it's something that I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to be doing it anyway. So might as well, record it and share it. And it'll also motivate me to not miss a day working out, or going on a walk with the dogs, or it'll keep me focused and give me it'll keep me focused and give me a goal. And it's always easier when you have accountability, and especially helping other people. I think it'll make a difference in going forward, my health and staying on top of things. So that was not set in stone either. I talked to Robert about it, and he's like, I'm there with you. He's like, I'll come work out. We'll make the videos together. So I think he's a little bit excited about it too. So we're going to start. If I start that one, it'll be in the next week or two. So who knows? Drop me a line. Let me know what you guys think about that idea, and something I might move forward with. I'm not going to shave all the way with a razor, because I hate that. But I think I'm going to keep the beard. I might let it grow another day or two. This is only like 4 days, and keep it nice and trimmed. Keep the hair short, especially because it's so hot down here. Goodness, I could not stand that big bushy beard. I think we ended up spending about 20. We were gone total 7 weeks. We were actually walking or doing stuff for 6. I think I had 25 or 20 to 25 on the trail, and then we were about 10 was camping and fishing and resupplies back at Mom and Dad's house. I'm going to be going over a lot of that, the timeline, kind of clarifying a few things. There was some stuff I didn't post on the videos. Some days I had came back in overnight because I was hurting, to Mom and Dad's house on resupplies. And so all that, and I saw the comment, do it documentary style. It's kind of exactly what it is. It is a documentary style. That's a good way to put it. It is just a documentary of Aaron's healing walk. That's kind of exactly how I envisioned it. That I just hadn't. Thank you for coining that. I hadn't figured out how to say it yet. So yeah, that is what it is. It's just the documentary, and it's I said this week, the emotions had really stabilized a lot the past couple weeks. so much better for about the past 3-4 weeks. And this week was a little bit of a roller coaster, just because going back to the beginning and watching it, it brought back a lot of the emotions and the feelings. But it was good. It was good for me to go back and watch it all from the beginning, because I had to watch every single piece of footage um, from the whole trip, and getting to see the change in myself, not just physically, but uh, you know remembering, like, wow, that I almost quit right there, because there was a couple times that I was this close, um, like calling mom and mom and dad and saying, hey, come get me. I don't think I can keep going, either when I was hurting physically or when I was just in a emotional with the physical pain. um, it was eye-opening to realize how far I came in a short amount of time. So it's going to be, it definitely was good for me. It definitely helped a lot. I feel a lot better. Still working on that ankle, getting it all the way better, but it's getting there. It flared up a little bit today, swelled up, feeling really good this evening. It's just one of those things I'm gonna have to work through. I'm gonna go back to the doctor this week and have them check it out and see if they have any ideas for how to get it completely healed up. It is kind of ironic that now that I'm healthier, I'm eating healthier, I'm not drinking, lost weight, my ankle's been acting up worse than it did before. But it's doable. I'm able to live with it. So yeah, it's been hurting the past few days. Um, it had up until today, it hadn't really been hurting much worse than normal. Um, my knees, and a lot of times when you see me limping, it's not even the gout in the ankle. Both my knees are shot. They've been trying to get a knee replacement in my right knee for a while, but I'm I'm holding off on that as long as possible. So a lot of times you see me limping, it's probably just because my knee's aching a little bit, and that's just from years in the Army and abuse, jumping out airplanes, carrying 100 pounds a day for years in combat, and old injury. So I'll probably be limping in every video from here on out, or at least in a lot of videos. Good days, bad days. It just comes with the territory of being an airborne infantryman. No, good for you, Buck. 50 pounds. That's a lot. I'm not doing any special diets. I used to try and I can't do diets. I gotta have me some. I've got to have some little bit of sugar and bread and all that kind of stuff. But if it's a diet that you can stick to, then that's what matters. Yeah, well, my ankle isn't anything to do with flexibility. It's gout, and that's uric acid buildup. It causes crystals that are extremely razor sharp, and what it does is it actually cuts your muscles from the inside. So just like taking the 1,000 razor blades and cutting on your skin, it does the same thing, only inside. So there's not any kind of exercise, no kind of exercise therapy that you can do for the gout. And same thing for my knees. That's why I'm going to be doing a lot of weightlifting and building muscle, not heavy weights like I used to, just lifting to build the muscles around my back, because I have had 4 back surgeries, a spinal fusion, multiple knee surgeries. Like I said, I need another one, but I need to strengthen the muscles around my knees, and flexibility is a huge part, which I'm not flexible at all. I've already talked to someone who's going to be coming on videos with me, who's a yoga instructor, and she's going to be helping me put together yoga for someone like me who's very unflexible, to start stretching. So yeah, Yeah, just a work in process. Once you're all busted up, all you can really do is kind of make it not as bad as not as bad as it could be. So yeah, I have the 3 disc bone graft and screws and all that kind of stuff in my back. So like I said, life of an infantryman. There's very few of us, especially airborne, that I can't think of many friends who can. It takes 2 hands to count the surgeries. It takes 2 hands, which, you know, in my case, I got 9 3/4. But you know, counting all the surgeries up on your counting all the surgeries up, just because actually they did a study on it, and 1 year in the infantry physically is equivalent to 3 years in the civilian world. Uh, so it is do 10 years, which I did 15. If you do 10 years in the airborne infantry, that's equivalent to 30 years of wear and tear on your body if you had a different job or you were a civilian. So, you know, just the price you pay for doing something you love, and that's all right. I enjoyed every minute of it, except for the injuries, but it comes with the territory. Oh no, lifting weights is the best thing I can do. Absolutely. I'm not going to be doing 500-pound deadlifts like I used to, or benching 300 pounds like I used to. But actually, for people with bad joints, back problems, especially core strength, building the muscles in your around your core and your back, what that does is it stabilizes those joints. It stabilizes the injuries. So instead of this putting as much stress on your joints, your muscles, if they're strong, will take some of the stress off the joints. That's one of those common misconceptions, and I actually know a whole lot about fitness. I used to be a monster. I used to be in really good shape and big, and it's something I've always done. Now, I haven't always practiced, you know, all the information that's up here, but I do know a whole lot about it. And I'm always researching and studying and finding out new stuff. And you know, like I said, like I still, there's still not a whole lot of stuff that you can do. There's no easy path. There's no easy path to being physically and mentally fit. And I guess that's one of the things I want to impart in my channel. There's no quick fix. There's no magic button. There's no pill. I don't take a lot of supplements, never really have. There's some things that can help, but there's no just button. There's no easy button. That's for sure. Yeah, losing weight will make so much difference. So much difference on the wear and tear. I mean, if you think about it, if you're 100 pounds overweight, you know, in my case, I've probably to get back to fighting weight around 20 more pounds to lose, so 60 pounds. Go pick up a bag of concrete. You know, pick up a bag of concrete and put it on your shoulder and walk around with it for 2 hours. Not even all day. Walk around with it for 10 minutes and see how tired you feel and how much it sucks. That's, you know, that's what it's like, you know, for me carrying 60 extra pounds. That's when I realized, when I put my 60-pound backpack on and we started walking, I was like, good Lord. So I basically lost my entire backpack on the trip. So much difference. My knees have been feeling a lot better. There he is. He's trying to make friends with kittens again. He's determined. He's smart. He's smart. I do. I've always looked like my mom. Me and my little brother too. Me and my little brother were pretty much 8-year apart twins. When I moved back home briefly, I had about an 8-month break of service in the military, and my little brother was 16 at the time. and went out with my wife, and a couple times this happened, and friends from high school would come up and start talking to him, thinking it was me, because we always look just alike. So that's good. I'm glad you're still walking there, Donna. You know, you can. It's that's one thing that I think is extremely understated physically, or as far as injuries and illnesses, is the power of the mind to heal the body. Now, you can't just wish any injury away, but you can greatly increase your odds and your recovery speed for any injury with your state of mind. That's why it's important for me to do what I did, you know, trying to deal with some of the PTSD issues and that kind of thing. Because if you think positively, a lot of people, I think, don't realize how much the mind can do to help heal the body. It's a proven fact. It's scientifically proven. It's just, I usually don't talk about anything like this on channels, but, well, I guess this isn't political, but in the United States specifically, pharmaceutical companies, big pharma, they don't want any natural substance, any natural remedies. They don't want any of the scientific data for positive thinking, you know, and how that can help heal you. They don't want any of that being mainstream or being disseminated to the American people, because then they can't sell a drug to fix it. So there's my little thing. I have a big vendetta against big pharma. Now, there are medicines I take that I'm glad that they have that help me, but for every 2 medicines that big pharma makes that they make billions on, there's a natural remedy that works just as good or better. They just don't want that information getting out because they can't patent it and make their billions. Hate it. How you doing, Sherry? Glad you can make it on. Yeah, I figure most of my viewers probably feel the same way. About that. But I try. My mom's really good about she, like, I usually call her. I try and study too, but my mom's really good with holistic medicine and herbal remedies and stuff like that. It's there's a lot of things that can be fixed without any kind of synthetic drug. Stuff growing right around the woods. Did it for thousands of years. But that's my tirade for the day. And Copper dumped his water out his little pot there, and he's carrying it around for some reason. He's going to get his head stuck here in just a minute. What are you doing, Copper? He is. I love him to death, but he is such a weird dog. Well, it looks like he wants me to refill that so he can get a drink. Even though the reason it's empty is because he decided to go digging in it. My email address is on the page there, Randall. Sometimes, and I'm not real good at some of the stuff. Sometimes people say they can't get comments, messages to go through. I'm not sure why. I've looked at it, trying to figure it out. YouTube can be kind of glitchy as far as comments and messages. Very odd. Yes, I did say that, Mom, but you also said apple cider vinegar, pour it on a wound. Oh, you cut your arm off. Here, take a gallon of apple cider vinegar and dump on it. That's going to heal it. My mom went on a big apple cider vinegar kick. Like, it cured everything from cancer to the common cold. It is really good for you, and it does cure a lot of stuff. But I have to give her a hard time, because pretty much anything that ever came up, Mom would say, apple cider vinegar. And it's really good for for your animals as well. It's a natural for stock tanks, for the pond and stuff like that. You can put a cup or two of apple cider vinegar, and it'll stop the algae and everything. Uh, you know, I gotta give my mom a hard time. It's too much fun. But yeah, and that's you know, a lot of the holistic herbal medicine is something that I will be going over some in the health channel if I do jump on that. So that will help. And I'll be doing a lot of research. And I've got friends. I know people that are much more up on it that I'll be bringing in, you know, on the videos. So I'm not just talking out of my butt. It'll be all good, good information. So, and I'm excited because I know with that I'll be learning a lot. You know, I'll learn a lot of stuff and probably find things that help me. So looking forward to it. And on another note, one last thing before I hop off here. For those of you who don't know, my teeth, in 2018, my teeth I had one chip from where we hit an IED, and I hit it on a gun, and it chipped it. That was 2006. Fast forward 2018, during all my stint in my back surgery, my first back surgery, I got a staph infection and an epi-staph and a pseudomonas infection in my spine after the surgery, and they had to put a PICC line in with some really high-powered antibiotics. I had an allergic reaction to the antibiotics and almost died. I woke up after 4 days after the allergic reaction. My mom and dad were there, my in-laws, my aunts, uncle, because they didn't think I was going to live. Well, due to that allergic reaction and the gabapentin, I wasn't on much painkillers except for the time I was in a hospital, because I don't agree with opioids. But the nerve blocker, I didn't know was one of the side effects, and the allergic reaction caused my teeth to start falling out. So my teeth this bad are all really within the past year or two, like just went and started getting horrible in 2019. I guess 3 years, but they went from good to almost this bad in a year's time. Finally got everything with the VA a year ago to get it fixed, and it's been a 2-year process with the VA, but I've got my first appointment to start getting my caps and crowns and all my teeth done on the 8th of August. So I'm hoping by about September, October, I'll have all my teeth fixed, and I'm really looking forward to that. I know it's not, appearances aren't everything, but it does make a difference on first impressions when people meet you. If half your teeth aren't literally broken off and falling out of your head. So I hate the dentist. Not going to be fun, but I am looking forward to the end result. Can't wait. All right, everybody. Well, it's been pretty long. I need to grab the there he is. Grab the copper pot before he gets in the trash. And so yeah, as you can see, lots going on here the next couple of months. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. And I will keep y'all posted in upcoming videos, as well as on the community page and the Facebook page for when the premiere for the Healing Walk documentary. Now I've got a way to say that. Thank you. The documentary on the Healing Walk, probably looking towards the end of the week, maybe this weekend, because I think more people can probably get on this weekend. And let y'all see the full experience from start to finish. All right, everybody. Well, I better hop off of here, and still got some work to do, get dinner made and all that kind of stuff, and I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in.